here is exactly what happened. We're gonna try to find actually some information on it, so that way I'm not just going and pulling stuff out of my butt here. Let's go to, we search up BeamMP and we can find a bunch of stuff here. What happened was a person, from what we've learned from BeamMP themselves, let's actually go to so there was some information released about, so a person got an account on to the Discord server and then bypassed using bot. They bypassed a bot's admin token. They bypassed a bot's admin token and stole it, giving that account admin permissions, and then therefore took over the entire server by basically wiping the entire server. So everybody was not able to chat. They removed all the roles basically, and then renamed every single Discord channel to buy BeamMP. And then after doing that, they then pinged the server over 400 times this message right here. They then pinged the server over 400 times with this message that says BeamMP has been hacked. A virus was installed on every computer running the launcher, and the data of over 250,000 users was stolen. Soon, all computers will be locked and your data will be made public. Now, this by BeamMP, they have not confirmed that there's been any virus that has been compromised in the launcher. So there's not much worry when it comes to that. They said that this was a natural scare tactic by hackers to cause the public to go kind of array and go nuts. They actually did not install a virus, but that doesn't mean that there isn't a confirmed thing. So BeamMP actually stated that they recommend that you delete the launcher off of your PC. I have currently not done that. As you guys can see, the BeamMP launcher is currently sitting right here in my thing. I probably should do that, but I've actually been having issues with BeamMP because I've been trying to make a server and doing mods. So I've actually had to reinstall it a bunch of times, and I already checked, and I don't even have a key because I haven't been able to launch the game since the virus, or since the hacking has occurred. We're going to go over a little bit more information here. If I can find some here, here's a Facebook post. Let's see if we can get any information from the Facebook post. I want to start by saying thank you for the support that we have received from you guys, the community, amidst the difficult time that we are navigating. As most of you are aware by now, BeamMP has been a target of malicious attack against our infrastructure and services, which has resulted in a data breach and ultimately a temporary shutdown of all services and platform related to BeamMP. So exactly what happened was BeamMP, they've had multiple DDoS attacks. Over the past couple of weeks, BeamMP has been a target of numerous DDoS attacks, targeting various parts of our infrastructure. Unfortunately, the most recent attack included deliberate actions to break into our forms, which in turn ultimately resulted in the compromise of all data contained within. If you guys don't know, the forms carries a bunch of personal data. It carries usernames, password hashes, email addresses, IP addresses, linked account IDs, any posted content. Everything was leaked. And it says it here, BeamMP intentionally stores limited data on its users. As such, the data is limited to usernames, salted password hashes, a one-way encrypted version of passwords used by BeamMP, email addresses, IP addresses, which this one's a big issue, because if they get the IP address, they can easily find somebody's house address. I don't know, go murder them or something. Linked account IDs and posted content. Additionally, as many of you saw this morning, BeamMP's Discord server fell victim to these continued attacks, resulting in a full wipe outside of our control. At this point, we would like to add that it was not the actions of a team member or an unintentional granting of roles/permissions to an unintended user. What did happen was that as part of the attack on our infrastructure, a bot token with administrative rights, meaning it can control the entire server, was obtained, which the attackers used to take over the Discord. BeamMP also has and always will continue to take data security very seriously. All of our systems are built with security in mind, and user data is protected at the highest possible level, shielded from only those who must have access. As such, this was not a result of a user being granted unintended access, which means this was not their fault in any way, but rather a malicious break-in our system where data user is stored. This means, as standard in data breach, it is recommended that everyone updates their passwords on any platform that has been shared this password. So there's also been other information outside of this we're going to go into. Other information on this was they stated that if you did use the same password for another website, another app, they recommend you change the password on both of those, because the hacker could have data stored and could access easily any of your other accounts that use that thing. Luckily, my password that I used for BeamNG or from BeamMP is completely different than any other password I've used for, let's say, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatever the case may be. It's completely different. So we're good there. If you guys have the same password, you make sure you guys need to change it because the hackers could get access to you. They also stated that they have not confirmed any possible virus. They've not like been able to see or confirmed any virus in the coding of the launcher, meaning that there's no really way for a computer that would be like mine or your guys's, that you guys have BeamMP installed, to get the virus. Though they did state that if you do still have the launcher installed, they recommend you uninstall the launcher until further notice. This just prevents from any type of actual malware that they could not see or notice from getting into your computer. Another way to check it, if you guys do still have it on your computer and you want to make sure, you need to right click on BeamMP. You go to properties, you go to security, and then you go to digital signatures, and you should see a thing that says BeamMP, and then this is how you confirm if your thing is hacked or not hacked. Like I said, I've reinstalled my BeamMP already once. I had to install it multiple times because I've been having issues with getting mods running, and I didn't realize this virus was happening, or this attack was happening in the background, and I ended up having to reinstall. So luckily, whatever could have been on mine is no longer a thing because I deleted it. There's not been any future updates at this current moment, but guys, if you guys are watching this as the video, I will update you guys as soon as possible when I know more stuff. From now on, stay safe. Thanks for watching.